Hello. Thank you for accepting our invitation to visit Semicon Inc. We always like our customers and prospective customers to spend a little time with us, but we know how hard it is today to make the travel arrangements, and quite frankly, you're very much involved in your business. My name is Gary Lake. I'm your host for this tour. In a few minutes, you'll have a virtual tour of Semicon Inc., meeting our staff, seeing our capabilities, and how we process tools to your advantage. Thank you. As we take the tour around Semicon, we ask you to take note of the separation of round tools and inserts. Different process areas for loading, batching, and processing, actually different coating chambers. Some of the processes are in parallel, whether it's in the blasting area or in the cleaning area. Similar things are done, but due to the different specifications for inserts and round tools, we've had to separate them in our facility. Some of our customers use plastic carriers that we provide to them to ship their tools to us safely. Others use their own packaging, shipping, often using their internal processing trays and things of that nature, so they can take the tools directly from production into the shipping area as soon as they're prepared and ready to go for coating. Again, even in the receiving area, we separate the round tools from the inserts because of the different handling. We create different specifications. When we literally load the tool number, we have a process spec that's associated with it. It defines the coating, how it's going to be prepared, how it's going to be batched, and how it's going to be processed. You've seen end mills many times, but we have to take a step of getting them into a cleaning tray. All of our processes require deliberate sequence of degreasing, blasting, cleaning, and they have to be handled many times in the normal process of getting through the coating sequence. We utilize an aqueous-based, environmentally friendly degreasing agent because we're very concerned about the oils that come out of normal grinding areas that could contaminate even our cleaning stages farther down in the process area. So round tools receive a unique initial processing with heat to remove any of the oils and greases that may be contaminants that would interfere with adhesion later on. Once they're cleaned, they're briefly rinsed, and they are prepared for the next step of the cleaning sequence. The next step is really a microblast. We use a very fine aluminum oxide. That aluminum oxide is at low pressure, is sprayed up and down at controlled angles, removes any surface contamination, removes any cobalt that may be smeared on the surface of grinding, and any loose particles of carbide. These items could interfere with the adhesion later on and make the performance of the tool unacceptable. Again, we have to remove, by rinsing, any excess aluminum oxide, and we move to our single chamber cleaning system. This involves a spray rinse, an alkaline ultrasonic cleaning process, multiple rinses, and ultimately drying using liquid nitrogen, heat, and vacuum simultaneously. Once again, the tools need to be transferred into a coating process. So they're loaded into the coating fixtures, one at a time. Towers are built up. Please note that we try and keep the tools on a level in the same size so they can receive the plasma in the same way. In this one, we have some dummy towers because it wasn't completely full, and we want a uniform coating for the tools that are in the lower stage. After Mark finishes getting the batch set up here, he'll move that tower onto the main turntable. In this case, we're using a 6-station turntable because it matches the quantity of tools that we have to do. The turntable will be organized and then transferred as a complete unit into the coating chamber. He has to position it at this point in time. The next step will be to remove the robot and then double check to make sure each tool turns, the spindles turn, and the turntable is properly set up. In this case, he's adjusting the clinches to make sure each tool will turn individually, and at the end he'll take just a minute to make sure the whole process is stable. We then close the vacuum chamber. We're going to have to select the right coating process, which is designed specifically for this tool set, the right thickness, the right time. From this point forward, the process is automated. It takes anywhere between 5 and 7 hours. Cutting inserts receive the same process sequence, but there's much more handling. As you can see, the inserts are separated by springs. We do about 2.5 million of these a year, so it takes a little bit of time when we transfer the inserts to each rod. The first step is to get them ready to clean, which is the microblasting sequence. These, like the round tools, will be microblasted. They'll be done at different pressures and different angles, unique process. Once that they have been blasted, they will be then rinsed in the same way with a great deal of care when we talk about the rinsing process, because the springs will also trap potentially some of the aluminum oxide. That would carry on into the coating chamber if we don't get it all off. So this is a very important sequence to make sure we have coating quality and avoid any voids on the surface. We use the same cleaning system, a little bit different carrier as you can see. Again, spray rinse, ultrasonically clean with alkaline solution, submersive rinse, and then we dry the tools using the same LN2, heat, and vacuum at the same time. The idea is that we come out of this with a completely clean tool prepared to accept the coating, and that's the next stage we move as far as the overall sequence. Lori will transfer this product now into the coating area in the insert room, and they'll be staged for running in the evening. Each of those towers is changed out now, and the rods are transferred to the coating fixtures. The coating fixtures are then loaded in the carousel. You'll see it looks very similar to the one that we use for round tools, but it's all inserts this time. It's a little larger table. We're using a little taller cathodes, a little more targets. They'll be loaded in. We can do this in either 5 or 10 towers, as you see right now. We'll take the same care to make sure that each rod will turn and the batch is stable, initial inspection. Tyler will close the chamber. Again, select the appropriate process designated for the specific thickness and coating that we're after, and that will run in an automated fashion. After the coating process, we go through the post-treatment again using microblasting and cleaning. The key after that point is, did we meet the specification that we have agreed to with our customer? Our quality process evaluates the coating as it's applied, since we have to generate the same tool, same product each time. All of these products go to the marketplace with the name of our customer on it, not Semicon. So it's critical that they perform the same each way. In this case, we're grinding a small hole through the coating so we can evaluate the interface, the thickness, is the structure correct, and did we meet the specification? If we said 4 microns, is it 4 microns? The bottom line is that tool has to perform the same way. We take a picture of it, we analyze it, we measure the thickness. Final step, of course, is debatching, putting it back in the box and shipping it back to the customer. Each tool has a part number given by the customer. We use that to establish the specification, we enter the order by that part number, and the specification generated each time is the same. The barcode you just saw come out provides the specification that each of our staff members can read. We have a dedicated group of technicians and operators that are doing their best to provide the same coating, the same process each time, every day. They're capable, they're careful, they're concerned about your tooling, and they want you to have market differentiation by having a product which is uniquely yours. We are committed to being the long-term service provider, your partner in operations, and we think we can do a good job of helping you be competitive in the marketplace. My name is Gary Lake. Have a great day.